Hey, you guys. So I'm back again with another message from the Lord. God dropped this message in my spirit whenever I was reflecting and talking to someone about the book of Job. I just finished the other day the whole book of Job. God told me to read the whole book of Job. I told you guys God has been going through different chapters of the Bible and I had to read the whole chapter. So finally completed a chapter of Job, and I was just reflecting on it, talking about it with someone. And while I was talking to the person about the book of Job and what I gathered from reading it, God dropped something in my spirit. And he gave me a revelation. Um, Originally, when I was going through the book of Job, God wanted me to realize that Job was human, just like we are human. Yes, Job was a man that was um, a great man. He did not sin against God to go through trials and tribulations. However, Job was human. Whenever he started to go through, he started to jump to conclusions and make false accusations about God, saying God was trying to kill him and he's better off dead, and a whole bunch of stuff, that he just really kind of just like showed me or revealed to me that he was human and he got in his flesh. And a lot of people don't talk about that part of Job. So I thought maybe that was the part of Job that God wanted me to see. But as I really started talking and reflecting about the book of Job, God really, when I got towards the end, he really opened my eyes to understand that the reason why he had me in the book of Job was basically um, wanted me to read about the false accusations against me, and against his children. A lot of God's children, y'all are dealing with a lot of false accusations that people are saying about you, and it's not true, right? And so even Job's three friends had to be rebuked by God because the advice that they were giving was true based upon someone who was living a sinful life. However, that type of advice that were given was not accurate to Job because Job was without sin. He did not sin. And so just was doing all types of false accusation to Job, wasn't listening to Job, wasn't believing him, and was falsely accusing him of things. And at the end, God did deal with the three friends due to their false accusations towards Job. And God wanted me to gather that he is going to deal with the people who have falsely accused you of things and have false accusations against you during this season, during this hour. Um, Especially if you are just doing what God has called you to do and you are um, being obedient without sin. Um, and people are just starting to make false accusations about you. Y'all, people will start to make false accusations about children of God when they can't get information out of them. When you're moving in silence and you're being obedient and do what God's calling you to do, that's not necessarily mean that you're not going to go through the trials and the testing, because you are. Um, because the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's why we have to be obedient and move the way God tells us to move. But even during those times when you are at work and for God and you are doing what God has calling you to do and you're being in your purpose and you're going through things and people are falsely accusing you, God said he is going to deal with them in this season, in this hour. Even when you have tried to explain yourself to people and say, God told me move in silence, I got to be obedient to God, and they're still falsely accusing you of things, God is going to deal with them in this season, in this hour. They are going to have to come back and apologize. Some of them, just like Job, three friends had to go and apologize, and Job had to pray for them. But God is going to deal with the ones who, like I said, have committed all type of false accusations about you, spreading rumors and spreading lies and stuff about you. Because even though, like I said, we are children of God, we still have to go through. People don't understand that the devil fights us, not necessarily. Well, We don't go through all the times due to us sinning. Sometimes we go through due to us being a child of God, and the devil is trying to attack our becoming. And a lot of God's children, the devil is trying to attack your becoming. Spiritual warfare is high during the season because he wants to attack your becoming. He wants you to attack you from walking into your purpose. He wants to attack you from getting into your next. So by you moving in strategy and stuff like that and doing what God has called you to do, and people don't know what's really going on in your life like that, because like I said, God might have told you to set boundaries and set standards, and not to tell everybody all your business. And so now people just have to create a narrative. Now people have to create false accusations because they don't know. And so they're going around making all these false accusations about you. Um, and God is going to deal with them in this season, in this hour. That's why we have to be very careful, y'all, about the advice we give. Very careful about how we talk about people, because we don't really know what's going on, especially if the person you know is a child of God. You know that they're being obedient. Like, we have to be very, very careful how we put our mouth on people. And I tell people to always fast and pray, go to God and ask God. God will show you a person's heart. God will show you a person's motive if you will go to him sincerely and ask. And a lot of people, they don't do that. They jump to conclusions. They make false accusations. They stir up rumors and lies to try to justify how they're feeling or how their actions towards you and how they mistreat you. And God is saying he's going to deal with the false accusations in this season, in this hour. And like I said, the old friends, they were close to him. And even though people are close to you, even though people are your friends, some people will still make false accusations against you because they lack the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding. Some people will make false accusations towards you because of jealousy and envy. Because like y'all might have went through a season where y'all were very, very close with one another, and now God got you moving in secrecy. He got you moving in silence. He got you moving a different way that people don't understand, or your friends don't understand, your family don't understand. And now they're creating all these false accusations about you when all you're doing is being obedient. And obedience is better than sacrifice. And a lot of people don't understand that you go through a lot as a child of God. You go through a lot of warfare. Like I told you guys before, the more you grow, the more you know, the more you function, the more warfare. And a lot of people are not going to be able to understand that. And so when you start to move differently because of the warfare, um, it's not that you have changed as a person. It's just that you have learned to move differently because of strategy, because of the warfare, because of what you learned, because of what you know, and because you're growing and you're growing in God. And that too can raise a lot of false accusations about yourself. So I just wanted to come and tell you guys to be encouraged that God is saying he's going to deal with the false accusations in this season, in this hour. Don't even worry about trying to defend yourself. He's going to do that for you. Okay. He's going to fight for you on your behalf in this season, in this hour. Just know that you will receive double for your trouble. Let them talk. But when God gets to dealing with them, he will deal with them. Okay. In this season, he said he's going to deal with the false accusations. So I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I'll chat with you all later.